Today, I have a special presentation for you, and I want to start off by showing you on our first slide here that we have a free gift for everyone. I'm going to give you this free gift, and I want you to inbox me or email me. You may be on social media, you can inbox me, or you can email me at jerittjlewis@gmail.com. Um, I want you to receive a free gift as we present to you the virtual church leadership strategies conference. And so you're going to see on the next slide that it is a conference that is focusing on church leadership. All right. And so we're going to present strategies because everybody has a different vision and different mission statements. But we're going to give you strategies that are practical that can help you excel. And on our next slide, um, I want you to see that it is available to video on demand. It's very significant in this day and time where there's a plethora of different places you can go. But what if you work? You can come 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can watch this as a free conference. It is video on demand. On the next slide, I'm elated to share with you the instructors, each of these instructors in our virtual conference for leadership have over 25 years of experience. Each of these, and I'm going to highlight them later, but each of them are qualified with proven experience with over 25 years each. They have something to say that will help your strategy. On our next slide, I'm going to tell you that this was an idea, a concept that was developed, that was birthed inside of me with Jerittjlewis Digital Divinity School of Ministry. I believe that I am blessed to be a blessing to others. And though I am 44 years old, I have over 25 years of ministry experience as serving and assisting individuals operate. On our next slide, you're going to see what my goal is. I want to share skills and strategies to help you stay on pace with your goals. No matter what you're challenging, we're going to give you skills and strategies to help you. And I know God has blessed me to encourage you and to motivate you to stay connected with people who are encouraging you to get to the next level. On the next slide, I'm showing you this because there are 4 sessions. Look what I'm sharing here. Um, all are free, 30 minutes each. Each session is on 5 critical, important areas for each topic. The practical tips, like I said, 24 hours, 7 days a week, you can watch this. If you're bivocational, we have plenty of people that are ministry and community leaders who are working 2 or 3 jobs, 2 or 3 occupations. You could come home after work and watch this for free. And this will bless you. On our next slide, you're going to see that what we're giving you is small steps. Remember, these are small steps to improve. So you actually go at your pace. You don't have to compare yourself to no one else. Every ministry is different. Every leader is different. Every organization is different. So it's your steps, your small steps that you can take in your ministry to improve. You could be an aspiring evangelist, a minister, a deacon, a administrator, or a community worker, a community service person, an educator, whatever capacity that you're in as a leader. We're going to focus on strategies on what God has given you. On this next slide, I have heard a ton of frequent asked questions of church leaders in this day. What areas should I improve in? What can I do differently? Should I save or should I borrow to build right now? Or uh, when should I buy certain things? Or is this the right time to purchase land? Or where can I find good advice as it relates to not just building edifice, but maintaining edifice, how to deal with maintenance and finding the right people? Or how do I find out what are the right ministries for my vicinity in this hour and this time? How do I delegate who to be over these things? These are important decisions. How do I learn about the resources that are available in my community, which is vitally important? These are some of the frequent asked questions of church leaders today. And I'm overjoyed and overwhelmed that we're going to be able to assist you in making the right connections. On our next slide, you're going to see these individuals who are who've already accomplished this. They have already done what many of us are trying to accomplish as it relates to church leadership. We have a person who's already built a church. What a wise way to learn from someone who's already been where you're trying to go. Um, we've already had someone who on this staff or on this guest panel has already been over senior ministry and senior housing for the community. Someone already has a pre-K school or education unit. Someone who's already has a health clinic within ministry. Someone who's already helped churches with legal matters. Someone who's already helped churches obtaining real estate and closing deals, and even someone who's been an assistant pastor for over 20 years and so has wisdom in that regard and support staff in making wise decisions. So on the next side, what you're going to hear is we're trying to connect. And just for today, we want to let you know that you can obtain this free gift of this conference anytime. But I want you to do it today. I want you to take advantage of it right away. It's a free gift to you. You can inbox me on Facebook. I'll be glad to give you the link to download the conference. Or you can email me at jerittjlewis@gmail.com. Um, I want to send you this video link of this package of this virtual church strategies conference with superb leaders. And remember, it is all free. On our next slide, you're going to see what you're going to learn about. Now, the first thing you're going to learn about is church business. We call it the church business session. The business side of ministry is different from the performance or the person with the mic. There's a backside of it. The importance of having the right legal documents in place and the importance of having those reviewed. Protection from lawsuits. Wise management with policies in the midst of conflicts and termination. These things come up. It's good to be able to sing, preach, dance, have these programs, but there's always a legal component uh, in the part of everything. Money and law is involved in everything. And so as a leader, you must have understanding on church business. And we're going to talk about this with a legal expert. The next session on our next slide, you're going to see within this package, you're going to learn tips on planning, funding, and building projects. A lot of people that have great vision, right? How do you share your vision with your congregation in the midst of the pandemic? What are the three most important parts of your plan? You can have a business or operating, but you need to know what are the most important parts. Realistic funding for your project. What is obtainable? How do you manage that? How do you have access to that? We're going to talk about that and overcoming construction challenges. There's nothing built perfectly without a problem, but you got to have the wisdom on how to overcome these challenges. And we have someone to help you with that. On the next slide, the third session is going to be about community-based ministry. And this is so important because we begin to look at the holistic side of ministry, not just the spiritual, but we look at the health component. We look at the education component, the career opportunity with employment, and also the cycle of life with seniors. So we help you in this component, in this session, on the right goals for your vision. People have a great vision, but how do we pick the right goals for the vicinity and the ministry that you're actually operating in? The proper delegation on who and how to delegate. That is so important. We'll have the right person in place and how to delegate and communicate with them. And the importance, here it is, of loving people where they are. And that's a skill that God will give you grace and wisdom. When we talk about that in a community based ministry and being holistic in this session of community-based session. On the next slide, I do want to let you know that you're going to see all of this, as I said, on my website, Jerittjlewis.com. You can go to our YouTube page, Jerittjlewis Ministries, and hit the playlist called the Leadership Track, and you can watch it there also. You can log in today and observe this and gain information at Jerittjlewis YouTube or Jerittjlewis Ministries. Hit the media tab or the YouTube channel, and hit the leadership track. That is another way of accessing this information. On the next slide, you will see that it's 4 sessions in total. All right, 4 sessions in total, and in each of these sessions, I'm actually taking the time to show you some great information. The 4th session will be yours truly. I'm going to be talking about 3 types of leadership. So important to understand how to exemplify good leadership and to be a good example that people can trace and pattern themselves after. And so I want to encourage you by sharing with you abilities to see, but have an up close look on comparing the types of leadership that can help you excel and lead properly. You can watch this in your leisure. You can watch all 4, 30 minutes each. It takes 2 hours at one time, block out a half a day and take a little break in between and watch 1 hour, another hour. It's all free information. I want to bless you. I want to help you. I want to let you begin to trigger some innovative thoughts as you go forward. On the next slide, I want to talk about these instructors. Okay, they are experts. They are not people who have not been well trained. They have each have their degrees, each have worked in their industry, their particular specialty. Each have had a great relationship and respect in the community, and each are credible. So have proven experience, they're credible, and they're experts. And that's why I'm excited to offer you this package for free. Now, their quality instruction, each instructor will focus on 5 critical important areas of each topic. Here's the key. You're going to have access to contact them. On each session, they will have their email, their website, and their phone number. So you have additional questions, you can reach out to them, and they agreed to partner with me to assist you to reach where you need to go. That is a blessing, and that's why I'm excited about this church leadership virtual strategies. All right, virtual church leadership strategies conference that we're presenting to you, that is for free. Now, on the next slide, I'm just going to say a little bit about each of our presenters here. Bishop Walter C. Willie is an architect, but also a churchman. He's experienced, built the church from the ground up, and it is paid for. The man has a wealth of wisdom. I honor and I praise God for my relationship with Bishop Walter C. Willie. Also, we have attorney Sophia Trott. She is a well-respected attorney, giving wise advice as it pertains to legal matters. She is a Christian, faithful steward of Christ, and someone who is willing to assist people go the right way and take the right steps. And I'm overjoyed that she agreed to share information in one of our sessions. We also have Bishop Granville Sr. He is a sage, wise leader who has knowledge of government, but also the church. And so he will show us the holistic component of ministry for your community. Great insight. You're going to learn a lot from him. And then you have yours truly. I'm going to give you an up-close view of different types of leadership. Focusing on my perspective is encouraging youth and emerging leaders to be examples, how to serve fathers, and how to learn about the steps of being an example so that you may have a great pattern behind you. Challenging times, but also critical times, and we're able to show people this. And so I'm excited about these wonderful instructors, guests who will be presenting in this free package. On the next slide, I do want to remind you, it's 24 hours, 7 days a week, video on demand. So somebody says, when is this conference going to be? Jarrett, I want you to know it's 24/7, 7 days a week. You just email me, inbox me, I'll send you the link, or you can go to my website, or you can go to our YouTube channel and hit the leadership track and learn a lot about this. On our next slide, I want to encourage you to go today. Don't waste time. So many people have inboxed me already, and I've shared this information with them, and they have learned, they have grown. So just go to YouTube, or you can go to Jerittjlewis.com, and you'll see the sessions there for those great individuals. And so it is called the Leadership Track Playlist on YouTube. On the next slide, I want you to take advantage of each of our 7 tracks that we'll be offering. Um, you know, each person specializes in a certain area, and you may have your um, like, or you may have your preference. I want you to know that we have a multimedia track. It has been enhancing and opening the eyes, especially for leaders who are dealing with the uh, online environment, the social media environment that we're in right now. We have a digital ministry specialist, we have a social media specialist, and a marketing specialist. Great information they're providing. You will enjoy that track. We also have an educators track. Many of the children are learning virtually. So we have a phenomenal educator, Brother Eric Banks, who is helping parents and even students balance this virtual learning environment. As a parent, you got more than one child. How do I divide up the time? Or, these computer functions, and how do I collaborate with the students? And how do I make this fun for my children? And even a community, how do we help one another? There's so many aspects to that. And so the educated track is very enlightening. Also, we have the worship synergy track. It is a powerful time of learning. We've got John McClure, an excellent worship leader. All right. We've got Kenny Wilson. He is a owner of a um, musician piano academy. All right. So he's a trained musician. He will give you highlights of that. And we got Pastor Adrian Reed. Did a great session with us on preaching. So we have the musician, the worship leader, and the preacher coming together, giving you great information. So that's the worship track. You're going to learn a lot of that. That's very insightful. Then I do a session on a mid-year um, goals, mid-year assessment of your goals. And so we're setting SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely goals. And we deal with that in that session. And then we have an emotional health track. That is powerful. We have a therapist who has been trained, uh, who has led a grief um, department at one of the great facilities here in New York. And she has some great insight to help individuals with experiencing grief because we know everyone grieves differently. And then we have a psychologist who is a wise Christian woman who gives us great information on how to keep and maintain your self care, which is so important. So I want to encourage you also to check out our community track, which is a great resource. We got one of the coaches in the community. He's got some great information about strength. And then we have one of the popular sessions that we've had all year, what to do when you're stopped by a policeman. Um, Detective William Smiley is a great, insightful young man who gives us great insight. So check out each of these tracks. This is great information to encourage you, to motivate you, and even to contact these individuals as you want to learn more about their expertise. On the next slide, I just want to say I'm honored to have 4 wise, proven leaders join with me in this virtual church leadership strategies conference. All right. And it is going to be packaged with one click. You can see all of it. You can watch the playlist, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be informative and empowering. On the next slide, I'm going to show you once again how to get access to it. It is free. It is free. All right. I want you to inbox me, whether you're on Facebook, even you might be watching this clip on Instagram, or you may be watching Amazon, Fire, Roku, um, any of our social media platforms, even our website. Inbox me or shoot me an email at Jerittjlewis at gmail.com, and I will send you the link for free. I want to see you go further in the things of God. I hope you're excited like I am, and I'm just waiting on you to send it, and I'll send it to you right away as soon as you let me know. Stay tuned. We have a lot more in store. Stay tuned. I pray that you were blessed by this broadcast on today. Consider making a financial contribution or donation to our TV program. Perhaps you can give $20 or $50 or even $100. We are empowering lives with the gospel of Jesus Christ. There are two ways you can make a financial contribution: by Cash App or mailing in your offering. For Cash App, $JERITTLEWIS. It's $JERITTLEWIS. Or you can mail in your donation to 831 Sycamore Avenue in Bohemia, New York, 11716. Once again, there are two ways to give. You can give by Cash App or by mailing in your donation. For Cash App, it's $JERITTLEWIS. Or mailing your donation to 831 Sycamore Avenue in Bohemia, New York, 11716. Thank you, and may God richly bless you. Thank you for taking the time to listen today. I want you to consider three things as we talked about this virtual church leadership strategies conference. One click, access the 4 free sessions. I want you to think about three things. Number one, be open-minded. We all have not arrived, and it is the wise person that understands that there is so much more to learn in life. Number two, take advantage of meeting and connecting with these experts. Each one of these individuals, I believe, are credible and will lead you in the right way. So I want you to take advantage of their information, access them. They can assist you with valuable insight that you can actually help others. And the third thing I want you to do is be courageous. Take the time to try it out. These are proven, practical principles that you can apply in church leadership. And I know they will bless you in some measure or form in your life. I see you learning from this virtual experience. I see you progressing. I see you excelling. I see you duplicating your success to others. And I see you growing in the grace of God. And remember, like I always say, strategize with the power of God.